Hi student, in this video we are going to see the derivation of the force exerted by the jet on the plate when the plate is moving with the velocity small u and the jet striking at the center. Okay, now this particular plate having some shape. Okay, also the its deflection angle is theta, that you can see here. The from inlet to the outlet, its deflection angle is theta. Now, as we know, the jet will have the velocity capital V. Okay, so when the jet is impact on this particular plate, that is a curved plate, it will having the relative velocity, which is capital V minus small u. Now we can use the second law of Newton's second law, that is the force is equal to mass into acceleration in this particular case, to calculate the force applied by the jet on a moving plate. Now we can again derive the one equation, that is m into dv upon dt, just taking dt upon m, that is the mass flow rate m dot into change in velocity. So based upon that, we can calculate the how much force that particular jet which will applied on this curved plate. Okay, so the relative velocity, as we already know, that is the v minus capital V minus u. Now the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet means we have to calculate in x direction and y direction, both direction we will calculate, or we will see. Okay, so first of all we go through to the x direction. Okay, so here the fx, by using this particular formula, we can write down the mass per second, that is mass flow rate, into initial velocity minus final velocity. So here you can see the total jet is split into two subjects when it's strike the plate. Okay, now in the first case, as we know, in the before striking the plate, this particular jet will goes into the x direction, which is having the velocity v, and it will having the relative velocity v minus u. Okay, so that is the initial velocity, that is v minus u. Okay, after striking, that particular jet will deflected by the angle theta, it is making to the horizontal. Okay, so this is the velocity. So here we considering the whatever the friction between the plate and the flow is negligible, and as we know by the continuity equation, okay, input mass flow rate and output mass flow rate will be the same. Okay, so based upon those two equations, we can say the inlet velocity v minus u is equal to the outlet velocity, but this velocity making some angle to the horizontal. Okay, so that's why we are splitting this particular velocity into the two components, into the x direction and into the y direction. Okay, so this is the angle theta. Here also you can see this is the angle theta, making that particular velocity, outlet velocity, making to the x axis or the horizontal axis. Okay, so by using the trigonometry formula, we can write down the x coordinate, or the x component of this velocity is the v minus u cos theta, and the y component will be v minus u sin theta. Similarly, on this side also similar component will be there, v minus u cos theta, and here it will v minus u sin theta. Okay, now we will considering also that the particular jet will split into the two jets, and each having the half of mass flow rate, initial mass flow rate. Okay, means half of that particular jet goes onto the to the up direction, and half of that particular jet, mass of jet, goes to the downward direction. Okay, so we are taking both those consideration. Okay, so here we can using this particular formula, and as we know mass flow rate we can write down by or we can write down by rho a v minus u. That is the relative velocity of the jet. Okay, so we are just writing that rho a v minus u for the upside. Okay, so it will divided by 2 into plus the initial velocity is the same, that is a v minus u, and the final velocity is the minus v minus u cos theta. Why this minus? Because the direction of the outlet velocity is the opposite to the direction of the initial velocity into the x direction. That's why this particular minus will taking place. Plus this is total for the upside flow. Similarly for the downside flow we have to add up, that is rho a v minus u upon 2, and this one will be the similar one. Okay, we just adding up, so we got this particular equation. Okay, this half and this half, we will get the full mass flow rate. You can see here, this is the mass flow rate into initial velocity v minus u minus, in bracket, minus because of the direction, v minus u cos theta. Okay, now from this particular bracket, this big bracket, we take it out, v minus u common, so rho a v minus u whole square into 1 plus cos theta. That is the formula for the x direction force applied to the x direction. Okay, now we have to calculate the force applied in the y direction. Okay, so for that, as we see in the previous some examples or some derivations, the velocity direction, okay, the force direction will be opposite to each other and each having the equal magnitude. Okay, so for the y-axis we can see, for the y direction some force will be acting on the upward direction and some in the downward direction. Their directions are opposite to each other, so that's why those two forces will be cancel each other. Okay, their directions are opposite but the magnitude is the same one, that's why those are cancelled each other, and because of that the force which will applied into the y direction is the 0. That is the final force applied into the y direction. That's why the final force will be 0. So in this case only the force will acting in the x direction. Okay, so in the previous we saw this particular plate is fixed. Okay, because of that the work done is 0 in the previous particular derivation, but here this particular plate is moving with the velocity small u. That's why we can calculate the work done per second. Okay, so work done per second, we just multiplying this fx into the velocity. Okay, so fx into small v, small u. Okay, so we are taking this particular term and multiplying it small u. Okay, and this will gives you the work per second, or we can say the power given by jet to this particular moving plate. So that's it for this particular derivation.